Alright, what's the deal? Top of the morning. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning right now, and I've been up for about an hour or so just scrolling through my phone. I figure I'll get up and I'll start my day. I wanted to go for a run this morning, but I think I threw away my phone holder. I had this phone holder that I wear on my arm, so that way I can run without my phone bouncing around in my pocket. But I think I threw it away. I can't find it. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna run without music or run without my phone. I might just take a walk. This morning, just try to get my day started, try to stay focused. I wanted to reevaluate my why. Like, why do I think it's a good idea to run first thing in the morning? Why do I think it's a good idea to work out? A lot of the decisions that I make or have made in the past, I can't verbalize why I made the decision. I don't know. All I know is that I have this gut feeling, that this is the right thing to do, that this suffering is going to matter in the end. It's hard to make myself believe that. Even though I have a gut feeling, I still have to make myself believe that, and it's hard. I wish I could box. If I knew I was going to be a boxer and I had those goals in mind to beat the next man, it's a lot easier to motivate yourself when you're trying to beat the next man. But when you have nobody to compete against, when you have nothing to go after, the only reason why I'm still continuing to live or get better or to get stronger, smarter would be to protect what I already have. It's not to gain anything, it's not to prove anything, but it's to protect what I have. It's for when the day comes that another man will try to compete with me. This is the first time I've thought about it this way, because I'm always trying to find a reason to live, a reason to do something, but I think that's as good of reason as any. I understand that when I was a young man, I competed with men, and I tried to outdo men or go after men for what they had. That was my motivator. And now that I'm an older man, now that I have things that other men want, I have to be prepared for other men to compete with me and try to take what I have. Try to prove that they deserve what I have more than I do. That day will come. That day has already come, and I just didn't understand it. I work out to defend myself and to defend my resources, to protect my manhood. I don't compete anymore, but I do live in a world where men compete, and a man will find me competition. A man will see competition in me, and he will compete with me whether I agree to compete with him or not, and I should be ready because I'm still in competing age. I don't know if I ever get out of competing age. I don't know if one day I'll be too old to be a threat, but I know right now I'm definitely a threat, and there's nothing that I do. I think that the more I try to act like I'm not a threat, it makes me even more of a threat. It makes me more of a problem. Because no matter what I do, I cannot avoid being a threat. I've tried it over and over again in different scenarios, and it doesn't work. I run because I feel like it makes me better. I run because it clears my head when I have nothing. Like when I don't know what else to do, when I don't know where else to go, when I want to get away, but I can't. When I want to be free, but I'm not. When I want to feel different, but I don't. I can run. And it's like that instant jug. As soon as you start running, everything changes. It's the fastest high that I can think of. There's some other drugs that get you pretty fucking high, pretty fucking fast. Don't get me wrong. I've done the majority of the drugs. But running It's better than the drugs because running doesn't come with the guilt. Running doesn't come with the guilt of getting high. And so for me, it's a better high because it's a cleaner high, it's a pure high. That's why I run. I like running, and I wish running meant something more than just emotional gain, like emotional stability. I wish running had more substance in my life, but it doesn't. I mean, I could try to go run a marathon or something, but I just wish I could fucking box. It frustrates me that I can't find anybody that I trust to box for. I mean, I haven't been looking that long, but I feel like a little kid, you know. I just feel like somebody should fucking see the potential in me and come get me, you know. But I know that's a childish thought. I do understand that, but I can't avoid that feeling. Like, I do feel that way. I've always felt that way. Like, damn, if I'm so special. Because, I mean, people would tell me that I'm special. People would treat me like I'm special. So it was very clear that I was special growing up. But then it was like a catch-22 because if I'm so special, how come nobody cares about me? How come nobody cares about me enough to take me under their wing and make sure I succeed? I'm only special enough to be pushed away because nobody wants me to be involved in the bullshit that they're involved in. But I'm not special enough for them to take me under their wing and stake their life on my success. And so it gives mixed signals to a child who doesn't understand, like, you know. Like, I understand just enough to know, like, well, any kid who made it in the world, anybody who made it in the world, typically they have somebody investing in them. And so I'm watching all these successful people get investments and investors and supporters, and I have nothing but words of encouragement. But I am old enough to understand, I'm smart enough to understand that that's not what determines my ability to succeed. That's not what I should base my worth off of. I get it. I run because I want to get better. I run because I believe that my physical fitness, my physical well-being is important. I feel like my physical well-being should be better. I feel like my physical health should be in top condition, right? I feel like my body should be in top form. I would like my body to be in top form. Like, if I didn't have to do the work, if I could just go through and pick, you know, like Fallout 4, and I could just pick traits. And one of those options was to have a body in top form, like whatever that looks like for my body type. Why wouldn't I pick that? I would definitely pick that. I think that's the obvious option there. When you have to work for it, when you have to exchange time for it, when you start thinking about it on like a deep level, it's just, sometimes you can talk yourself out of it, but the reality is, I think that's what everybody wants. That's what I want. So why shouldn't I go out and work for it? Why shouldn't I go get it? Why should I think that, oh, I'm not boxing, I'm not doing anything with my running, so why should I get up and run every day? Well, running helps me do better business. Working out, boxing, helps me do better business because it allows me to get that physical frustration out of my system. I am physically frustrated. I am physically angry. I have nobody to punch. I have nothing to run to. I have nothing to play with. And I think that's important. You know, when I'm sitting at the park and I watch the old people sit at the park, I think to myself, like, I wonder if they still play. Like, cause you know, old people and kids have a lot of things in common. They're both losing their teeth. They both just don't know what they're doing. They just need help. Like, as you get older, you become a kid again. And so I wonder, like, do old people play? Or do they still feel the urge to play? Because I still get the urge to play. I still want to play. I think the reason why I don't play is because I've convinced myself that I am too old to play or too cool to play. I've convinced myself that people like me don't play. So therefore I don't want to play. Maybe I just don't want to play with the people I have the option to play with. I can't play with kids anymore. And I don't like playing with adults. I don't think I have the patience to play with adults. And I don't like when adults play with me. I don't like being played with. Now I think that's changed. Even with children, my children, I don't like being played with. Don't play with me. But everybody knows playing alone is boring. Playing alone is for losers. Who wants to play alone? Loser. I didn't expect this to be a vlog video. I thought I was just going to get on here and say some motivating words. I just needed somebody to talk to before I went outside into the world this early, you know. I just needed to pump myself up because, I don't know. I know I needed to go out there, but I did not want to go out there. And it's easier to do something with your friends. So, you know, you my friend. So yeah, but I ended up having a lot to say. It kind of came out without me having to work for it. So why not use it? So basically, my next video will be about, well, I want my next video to be about homemaking. Because homemaking is really important. I am a homemaker. And I forget that. Because I'm always trying to make money first. You know, I'm always trying to provide my first solution to the problem is always a provider's solution and not a homemaker's solution, not a nurturer's solution. So it's kind of, I get thrown off. And the basic example of that is, my job is to take care of the house. But my house is very unorganized, very unstable, very dirty. And I don't like it, I hate it, and I know I need to do something about it. But I never consciously set time aside to do anything about it. Instead, I will set time aside and I create projects like the vlog. And I have a few of these projects started, and I go to start these projects. Like I'll go to write, and I'll go to the table, and the table is filthy, the table is unorganized, and then I gotta clean the table. Like there's always like a preparation because I'm never prepared. Because I'm never acknowledging my first job, and my first job is to create a home. I am a homemaker. I am a father, you know. If I don't have a home, if I don't have a place to start to build, I can't build. So everything that I'm building is going to fall because I don't have a home. And even my home will fall if my body falls. So I have to strengthen my body. That's why I run. It's all connected. My body, my mind, my home. I have to work on all of them simultaneously. And then I can build on top of that. But all these businesses and all these ventures that I'm starting, the reason why they're so hard for me is because my body and my home and my mind is fucked up. I'm not working on it. I'm not putting the same amount of energy into it as I do with other things, and that's because I lost hope. I think I put so much time and energy into it before, and it didn't bring me anything, or I didn't understand the value of it in the past. So I just felt like I was wasting my time. And now I'm trying to teach myself that it wasn't a waste of time. I just have to understand the true value of it, of what I was doing. The true value of taking care of yourself isn't, you're not going to get rich from it. You're not going to get a lot of friends. You're not going to be the most popular guy. You're not going to be the cool guy, you know. You may not even like the process of living, you know, that lifestyle, but it will be beneficial because it would allow you to build on top of it. It would allow you to create other things if you have a stable foundation. Once you have a home, aka a stable foundation, then you can build on top of it. The roots is like your mind, your body, and your soul. You know, your mind and your body, that's the roots. Underneath the foundation is your home. Because your home is where you plant your seeds. Your home is where you grow your roots. That's all I got. I don't know how much time I have left, but I'm out of here. I'm gonna go for a walk and then start my day.